certified teachers, retirees, scholarship winners, and others. This ceremony is very appropriately named the Marjorie Barefoot Educational Award Ceremony to the memory of Marjorie Barefoot, who taught for 37 years and devoted so much of her life to education. It is important that educational professionals feel valued and respected by their community, and this is a way to celebrate teachers' work, support students, and give back to the community. Thank you for being here.
Well, welcome. We're very excited that you're here. On behalf of the board of the Garner Educational Foundation, we are pleased that you are able to join us tonight to celebrate the members of our school community. As you might have noticed on the program, this is the Marjorie Barefoot celebration. Marjorie was an educator within our community for years and a dedicated Garner Education Board member until her death. She set a standard for all of us on the board in terms of her dedication, her love for children, and her commitment to the Garner area schools. I realized today, as I was thinking about the board, that there really aren't many current members anymore who knew Marjorie. But I think it's really fitting that we come together once a year to celebrate education in her name. It is really now my pleasure to introduce Mary LaPerry, who will be the MC for the majority of the program. Thank you.
First, we'll be presenting certificates of appreciation to our Teachers of the Year. And I'll call all the teachers' names in case they are here. I think some of them may not have made it. Beth Wise from Timber Drive Elementary. Heather Wimberly from Garner Magnet High School. Jennifer Cherry from Vance Elementary. Catherine Sokolowski from East Garner Magnet Middle. Kelly Harris, Rand Road Elementary. Laura Cobb, Vandora Springs Elementary. Laura Perez, East Garner Elementary. Lindsay Barton, Smith Elementary. Melissa Oliver, Creech Road Elementary. Sherry Aldridge, North Garner Middle. Sue Myers, Aversboro Elementary. And our Diane Kent Parker First Year Teachers of the Year, Jessica Bird, Aversboro Elementary. And Jennifer Steinbach, Timber Drive Elementary. Our Teacher Assistants of the Year, Belinda Robertson, East Garner Magnet Middle. Carmen Davis, North Garner Middle. Carrie Kuvik, Rand Road Elementary. Jennifer Dubal, Vance Elementary. Kim Grand, Timber Drive Elementary. Luann Miller, Vandora Springs Elementary. And Olivia Richardson, Smith Elementary. Our national board certificates this year are Catherine Sokolowski with East Garner Magnet Middle, Sarah Carter, Smith Elementary, Nikki Hall, Timber Drive Elementary, and Jennifer Rucker, Timber Drive Elementary. Jennifer Steinbach from Timber Drive Elementary is our Diane Kent Parker First Year Teacher of the Year. And for our retirees, absolutely. From Aversboro Elementary, Catherine Napolitano. Ella Dobbin, Kathy Hopkins. Tam Bobbitt. And Kay Griffin. From Garner Magnet High School, Alice Sprinkle. Bernice Dawson. Bertha Gilmore. And Donna Bateman. From North Garner Middle School, Barbara Bailey. From Rand Road Elementary, Anita Greer. And Ann Batters. From Smith Elementary, Garcia Sampson. John Nordquist. And Virginia Cardenas. From Vance Elementary, Cherry Riddick. From Vandora Springs Elementary, Jim Hunt. Kay Morgan. And Nancy James.
Good afternoon. This is one of the highlights of the year for all of us at the Garner Educational Foundation because we get to honor students who have worked 13 years for the honor that they will receive today, and many of them have received other honors. And I just want you to know that there were just lots of other candidates that were absolutely excellent. I wanted to share that we had 28 applications for our scholarships, and we only have 10 to award. So if you know any businesses that would like some PR or would like to support our Garner graduates, please spread the word. The second thing I'd like to say is, as each candidate for the scholarship recipient award comes forward, if you will, family members, please stand when their name is announced, and also hold your applause until we have recognized all of them. We're just so very proud of these outstanding seniors this year, as we are every single year. The first scholarship recipient is Amy Kelly, and she is awarded the National Pond Scholarship. She is the daughter of Donna Kelly. And other family members, if you're here, please stand. Amy will be an education major at UNC Greensboro. Amy has earned many academic and leadership awards. She has, quote, from one of her teachers, a determined spirit to succeed. She's president of Students Against Violence Everywhere and Students Against Destructive Decisions, helping make our world a better place. She will be the first in her immediate family to attend college, and Amy, we know you will succeed. That's okay with me. The second recipient, excuse me, Caroline Bryan, is also a National Pawn winner. Caroline is the daughter of Chris and Allison Bryan. She plans to attend Appalachian State University. She will study biology or psychology. She wants to pursue studies in health and in the medical field. She is completing this year the Emergency Medical Technician Honors class at the high school, a very rigorous college-level course. Caroline's family has dealt with challenging medical situations this year, but her teacher says, quote, her moral character is exemplary, and she serves as a shining example to others. Thank you, Caroline. And a special thanks to Bob Moulton and his staff at National Pawn. Our third recipient is Christine Wilkins, and she will receive the Miss Garner Scholarship Pageant Scholarship. And she is the daughter of Randy and Carolyn Wilkins. She will be attending North Carolina State University, majoring in industrial engineering. Christine excels in academics, in sports. She was an academic all-conference in tennis as well as captain of the tennis team. She has several leadership opportunities and experiences in high school. She excels in service to her community, earning the Girl Scouts Gold Award, active in her church, and various other volunteer organizations to help others. Christine embodies, quote, the attributes of the pageant's scholarship requirements. And I'd like to say one thing about Harold Garner and his committee, and it's his committee, if y'all will stand too, as well as the parents, they got out and worked really hard, had a barbecue to raise the funds to fund this scholarship. So thank you very much, and Christine will represent you well, I am sure. Our fourth scholarship recipient is Jasmine Atkinson. Jasmine is the daughter of Brian and Evangeline Atkinson. And Jasmine will be attending UNC Charlotte, planning to major in accounting. Her teachers describe her as a passionate learner in all areas, and she balances extracurricular activities, academics, and social life. They see her as, quote, an asset and dynamic member of any school and any community. And I remember her application, Jasmine, how do you have enough time to do all those things you do? But thank you very much, Jasmine, for representing Garner Senior High School, and also the R.W. Moore Scholarship Committee, which is part of the Garner Ed Foundation. The Marjorie B. Barefoot Opportunity Scholarship is awarded this year to Laura Austin. She is the daughter of Karen Austin, and family. And Laura will be attending Meredith. She plans to major in theater arts. Laura says that theater is fruitful for the performer and the audience, and I hope to perform, write, design, and direct stories of countless people. Laura lost her father and her grandmother to cancer in the same year, but yet she kept her academics her academics in excellent standing, and she had the highest praises from her teachers. Congratulations, Laura. The Red Star Oil Company Scholarship. The recipient this year is Libby Bynum. Libby is the daughter of John and Amy Bynum. And Libby plans to attend Campbell University and study pre-med. Libby wants to be a doctor and, quote, come back home to Garner. Way to go, Libby. As well as outstanding academics, Libby is co-captain of the varsity softball team. She earned the Greater Neuse River Conference Academic All-Conference Award 3 years, and she founded the agriculture club at the high school. And I remember Libby's application, and this is true of several of the applicants. They had all A's. All 4 years. I do remember yours did, and I just think that's so commendable, and some of the other recipients did as well. But Libby will be studying medicine, and we don't want to see you, but if we have to go to the doctor, we'd like for you to be there. Thank you, Libby. Oh, and I forgot to recognize Lynn Walker, and then her daughter, Ashley Nichols, was escorting Libby. Thank you, Ashley and Lynn. Our next scholarship is a special one, the Don and Betty Rohrbaugh Family Scholarship, because Don was our mayor for several years and was very invested in the schools, as well as his family. The recipient is Noel Buitrago, and he is the son of Donna Dateweiler. Donna, are you here? Okay. She proudly claims you, Noel. Noel will be attending NC State University. He will major in the areas of regenerative medicine and tissue engineering. Maybe you can do facelifts. Some notes from his application. His teachers say that he excels in the classroom as well as a community leader. He is the team captain of the varsity swim team. He received the WRAL Thomas Suter Extra Effort Award, and he studies the violin, the piano, and the ukulele. Noel is escorted by Richard Rohrbaugh, the patron of the family now. And Richard and the Rohrbaugh family, thank you for sponsoring Noel, and good luck, Noel. Our next scholarship winner is Sarah Smith. And Sarah is the daughter of Nelson and Cindy Smith. And Sarah plans to attend East Carolina University and major in education. Sarah says that, quote, teaching to me seems natural and joyful. That's wonderful. She is active in her church, her school, and community, and has assumed several leadership roles in each of these places. She raised over $600 herself for Shepherd's Table Soup Kitchen in Raleigh, where she volunteers. The director calls Sarah a diamond in the rough and wanted to highlight Sarah's exceptionalism. This is the Town of Garner scholarship that our town funds, and Sarah is escorted by Ken Marshburn, one of our town council members. Sarah, you come back and teach in Garner. The mayor's educational scholarship is also funded through the town, and the winner of this scholarship is Susan Kanabe. And Susan is the daughter of Neil and Jane Kanabe, okay? And Susie, as they call her, that's my nickname also. Susie will be attending Appalachian State University working toward a teaching degree in career and technical education. Susie's already had some experience teaching. She was the choreographer for the spring musical at the high school, Hairspray, and she found that teaching her peers was quite a challenge, but she says, I have a knack for that. So teachers need a knack. And Susie is escorted by our mayor, Mr. Ronnie Williams. Thank you both. The Caroline Ball Family Foundation Scholarship was one of our first ones. We had two for 3 or 4 years, and then Jane Ball is such an advocate for education and has worked so hard. And she came one day and said, hey, Sue, I've got some ideas about a scholarship, and from there, here we are today. So Jane, thank you and your family. The winner of the scholarship this year is Spencer Phillips. And Spencer is the wife of Alex Phillips and the granddaughter of Warner and Mary Powell. Are they here? Uh-oh. You mean grandmother and granddaddy? Okay. Spencer is enrolled now at East Carolina University working towards special education certification. She currently teaches at Aversboro Elementary. Spencer originally majored in musical theater at Meredith. Then she went to Ball State University for a master's degree as a behavior therapist, and she felt moved to be a teacher. She said, quote, I knew that if my clients who had access to expensive private resources faced challenges, then there were many, many more students with no outside resources at all, facing the very same challenges. I felt called to help. North Carolina, Wake County, and Aversboro are fortunate to have dedicated teachers like Spencer. So Spencer and Jane, thank you so much. Again, thanks to all the sponsors. When we first started this, I think I mentioned we only had 2 scholarships for a few years, and we've grown to the point, last year we had 14, this year we have 10, next year we want to have 20. So help us spread the word, and thank you so much for being here to honor these lovely graduates, men and women. Thank you. When we talk about friends of education, they're a friend, but they're more than a friend, they're a supporter. And I want them to know that we all feel your support. Monica Johnson Hostler and Lloyd Gardner are the 2 greatest advocates. You future teachers, current teachers, and even the retirees, you can still call them, can't they? They are truly such a great support to the educational system in Wake County, and we appreciate you so very much. And so I'll turn the program over to the 2 of you.
Thank you very much. I actually want to start by giving the Garner Education Foundation a round of applause. Some of you may not know, but right now East Wake is trying to duplicate your efforts, and I want you to know that that speaks volumes to the work that you do, and we thank you, Kathy Williams, for lending your support in all that this community has done on behalf of the education system right here in your own backyard. So I want to give you all a round of applause for all of your hard work and dedication. I will refrain from sharing the stories of Kathy being one of my first visits when I won my first election on the school board. She really gave me a lot of the ropes and background, and little did I know she was shortly retiring, so that might be why she was able to give me an entire full history. So I know you all know, but I definitely know it's an asset to have a former principal continue to work on behalf of education here in Garner. I can't say enough about all the wonderful things that you know, and if you haven't seen the videos, especially of our Teacher of the Year, please go online. I was looking at their faces as they were coming across and remembered many of their videos. And I want to go on record and say I told Neil that he said I had lower participation. And I said, because my Teacher of the Year, many of them are still working very hard as we approach the end of the grade testing. So for all my principals who are here, please send my regards back to them, and from everyone here who supports and thanks all of the hard work that you do. Some of the retirees were a little bit surprising to me, so I leaned over to Lloyd and said, hey, I don't think I knew they were retiring. So I echo Susie's remarks. We're happy to have you all back whenever you'd like. You know, Wake County, we rarely let people retire. We keep you engaged in the education system. I applaud the work. I'm happy and excited that I get to represent such a close-knit community. I say every time that I'm a small-town girl, and so Garner makes me remember the importance of the wraparound support in our communities who are close-knit and really see the value in supporting education, and especially for all of our students who won scholarships today who are coming back to teach. We're going to all remember your names. We have proof that you'll come back and share all of your expertise back in this community, because I know that you all will leave here knowing that you have been well loved and well nurtured, and your support system remains here in Wake County Public Schools. And again, thank you to everyone on behalf of Wake County Public Schools. It is my pleasure to continue work and support the Garner Education Foundation, and also, more importantly, all of you in the Garner community and the support that you continue to give us. And I'll turn it over to my esteemed colleague, who I say is the best area superintendent Wake County has, Mr. Lloyd Garner. I also say that publicly, too.
Good evening. It is such an honor to join you for this program of celebration, and I just want to take a moment to thank the Garner Ed Foundation for sponsoring such a program where we get to come together and recognize this noble profession of education. I know, like you share with me a sense of joy, a deep gratitude, and just a moment of awe that we have the opportunity to recognize the contributions and the outstanding work of these 4 distinguished groups of individuals this evening. It is a night of celebration, but it also, for me and many of you in this room, a night of bittersweet mixed emotions, because when you recognize the number of individuals who will be leaving us at the end of this year because they're retiring, we recognize the incredible talent that will be leaving our schools in the Garner community. And while we are bittersweet, we are equally as excited for you as you begin this new chapter in your life. And as already been stated, there will be many opportunities for you to volunteer or to come back part-time, and we welcome that. And we hope that we will see you again. But we wish you the very best as you begin this new chapter, and a chapter that's going to be filled with many adventures, no doubt. As I think about these distinguished groups we're honoring tonight, there's a common thread that I see that runs among and between these different groups, and that's the pursuit of excellence. Every teacher in here comes to school every day in his or her classroom and pursues excellence for what they do in their craft, to impact a child's life, to make a difference. And you do that with passion, compassion, great integrity, great insight, and a huge level of talent, and a willingness to never give up on a child. And so when I know many external factors outside your classroom door or outside your school may cause you to pause for a moment and say and question, does it really matter? Does anybody notice what I do? Is teaching really valued? I want you to know that those questions for us come with an emphatic yes, because we know what you do in the classrooms. You are valued, you are respected, you are appreciated by your student, the parents, your fellow peers, and this community. This community is a model for how it embraces the schools in which serves the young people of this community, K-12. And so I want you to know how you are celebrated, how you are valued, and I never want those seeds of doubt to enter your mind about the work that you do, because it is a calling, in my opinion, and you could not be a part of a more noble profession than that of education. Regardless of the role you serve, you impact students' lives every day. You make a difference in their life. And for many, you spark that light in them that they would not receive any other way. So a huge thank you goes to you. A huge debt of gratitude is extended to you, and we celebrate the work that you do. For students, you also pursue excellence in academic work that you do, on the athletic field, in leadership, and in service to both your school and community. And I think all of us would realize when we hear about the things you've accomplished, we know that you have a bright future ahead. And I think for teachers, it's a big challenge when you realize that we are preparing our children for careers that we don't even know have been created yet. And so a quote that I'm reminded that I heard one time speaks to, I've come to believe that a great teacher is a great artist, and that there are as few as there are any other great artist. Teaching might even be the greatest of the arts, since the medium is the human mind and spirit. We, every day, when students walk into our classroom, we strive to ignite curiosity, give them reason to explore, give them reason to discover and apply new knowledge and learning, inspire them to be the very best that they can be. In the end, we hope that they will learn something about themselves that will carry themselves on the darkest day, on the most challenging day, to be someone who will contribute back to society, who will be a productive citizen, and a lifelong learner who loves the joy of learning. Every year, you receive your students with this blank canvas or this piece of clay and a majestic plate of different colors. And with all of those things, you create masterpieces throughout the end of the year. So it's fitting that we honor their students tonight. Because of your work, we get to see what you produce. And the skill sets and the motivation and the confidence and the inspiration you have instilled in them to embark upon any journey of their choice. So thank you, teachers. Thank you, students, for enriching our lives and allowing us to work with you and to see you grow. I often tell my seniors when I was a principal, you're all excited because you get ready to leave. For us, it's bittersweet because we no longer get to have the opportunity to have you in our classrooms and work with you, but are so proud in seeing the work that you accomplish once you leave our doors. So Garner Ed, thank you for giving us this night. Thank you, teachers. Thank you, students. Thank you, parents and community members. And I'd like to give everyone a round of applause one more time to congratulate them for their outstanding work. So, to close our evening, I want to echo some comments that have already been said tonight about this outstanding organization, Garner Ed Foundation. You're incredible in the work that you do, and I am honored to be associated with you. Every member comes to every meeting, every event, with every idea, with such a passion to make an impact in our schools. I have the fortunate opportunity to honor one individual this evening, and I'm going to ask Margaret to join me on stage. She does not know this. It was a good thing she had her back to you because you couldn't see the look she threw me. I have been given the task and the special honor to recognize this very special lady, Margaret Bingham. I met Margaret when I started my association with the Garner Ed Foundation, and I immediately was drawn to her and her commitment and passion to do whatever she, as well as the organization as a whole, could do to support our schools in the Garner community. To me, she embodies all that Garner Education Foundation stands for, all of its principles, all its aspirations, and all its guidelines. She has really worked on the board for over 20 years, I believe. And she does many, many things and takes on many tasks and roles. She's never shy to say, yes, I'll do it, or yes, I'll help. I have witnessed personally how she has filled in voids or taken things on her own because of the leader she is. She has written grants. She has planned, conducted, and facilitated tech workshops for all of our media assistants. She has been on every planning aspect. If it's not her charge, she is behind the scenes, and she is also helping and supporting any one individual who has the main role of spearheading that particular activity. She has a huge heart. And she has a wonderful smile. She is a genuine individual who I have come to love, respect, and admire, as I know all the other Garner Ed Foundation members too. She always brings such insight, always offers such real input and real where we are with what we can do, but she also dreams big, and she wants this foundation to be as successful as it can be in impacting our students at all grade levels and impacting our teachers at all grade levels. One of the most significant things that she has done is to spearhead the Storytelling Festival that each year celebrates the joy of reading and the joy of storytelling. And it is quite the event if you've never had the opportunity to participate. So Margaret, for your work with the Storytelling Festival and all of your work that you have done with the Garner Ed Foundation, I am so honored to share with you that beginning tonight, the Storytelling Festival will be named in your honor.
Oh, no.
From here on, it will be the Margaret Bingham Storytelling Festival. And your legacy with this work will continue, your spirit and energy with this festival will continue, and your passion will be seen every time it's conducted. So know that you will have this legacy with the work that you've done, and it will continue to impact students' lives for years to come. So thank you from the bottom of my heart and from everyone's heart who works with Garner Ed Foundation. Thank you for the tremendous difference you've made. And I think Kathy has something to give you now.
And Margaret. So we know how much you enjoy your patio. So we hope you enjoy these pots and sorry, every time you look at them every night, you think of us and think of us working, and you're not.
Thank you. This is a very nice honor, but the joy and the real gift is one I've received, working with the board, people like Lloyd, others, but also with the school folks, whether it be the media folks, the technology, the principals, the teachers, or some cases the students. If you ever want to get involved in an organization that gives you more reward than any energy and time you can put into it, I'd encourage you to think about the Garner Ed Foundation. At least come out and support their activities, because it makes this community a richer community by bringing together many entities, not just the board members, but those with the town and the chamber and many of our civic institutions. To all those folks, we're what you make us, and we thank you. And I thank you for being here today. This was a very nice, very humbling honor, and one I appreciate. Thank you.
Thank you again for your attendance tonight, and now we'll turn it back to Sue King.
I don't have 3 pages with me, so don't sweat it. Just 2 announcements. Some lovely refreshments are in the lobby, and I know the seniors have to get back over to the high school really quickly for their awards ceremony tonight, so maybe we could let youth go before age this time. And then the second thing, the retirees, we have a gift up here for you, and Pam, if you'll just come up here, maybe when you leave your seat, just come up here and pick up your gift. Again, a token of appreciation for the wonderful service that you have rendered to students here in Garner. Thank you. Thank you for coming to support everybody. We appreciate that so very much. Enjoy the refreshments, everybody.